Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
The windmill is a Jersey icon, and I will just say 11 a.m. or 11:25 is not too early to have a hot dog from the windmill. So,
without the aid that we got from the state of New Jersey and the PPP loans, we would not be here today. And many of you grew up at this location, and you know how important it is to the Jersey Shore and to so many of our customers and to the employees that stayed with us throughout the entire pandemic.
So in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to have the distinct honor of signing a series of bills which added together will invest a total of $235 million in our state's small businesses and nonprofit organizations.
Okay, so let me tell you why Governor Phil Murphy is doing this. New Jersey businesses are the small businesses, many of them are going under now because they can't afford to keep their businesses open and be understaffed. So Many of them that made it through the pandemic are not making it through now. So this is APP, a USA Today affiliate. New Jersey labor shortages, how Mammoth Ocean businesses stay alive when they can't find workers. And this is all over the country. Now, you might have saw my slideshow in the beginning of this video, and it's showing you all types of signs that are going up on businesses around America. The first few slides that you saw was New Jersey. And then I went out to look to see if other parts of the country, if something similar was happening. And indeed it is. All right. So businesses are looking for employees, and it doesn't matter if it's restaurants, gas stations. Um, it is businesses all across the board that are shorthanded. There are even big corporations that are trying to get people in their office working. So it's all over. It's not just restaurants, although restaurants get talked about probably the most when it comes down to these shortages. So even auto businesses, they are complaining they can't find people. And it's almost like, they're trying to make it seem like the virus has faded away and now here's a new problem, but actually both are going on at the same time. So these small businesses are really feeling the pain. See, when they said worker shortage, if it was just a few weeks, people would have been fine, but this is ongoing. And even the economists, like I told you before, are saying it's not going to be going away anytime soon. In fact, expect this thing to be pretty indefinite. So many of these businesses are unable to find enough workers to meet the demand. Business owners are leaning on family and cutting hours and even shutting down. Some of them are shutting down a few days a week or one day a week. And with no relief in sight, business owners' plight is the result of the pandemic that upended the economy. Experts said, leaving the ball squarely in workers' court. While policymakers debate the cause, from enhanced unemployment benefits to the lack of childcare options, demographers say they aren't surprised. The huge baby boomer generation are retiring. Yes, they are. They are retiring in droves. And Generation Z, born in 1997, isn't large enough to replace them. That's right. If you remember, especially among the high IQ, the baby boomers is their last largest groups. All of the groups behind the baby boomers are way smaller. Okay? Way smaller. So, all right. So, Rutgers University economist James W. Hughes said, so what would take years in taking the place of a matter of months? So, short area business owners are bouncing between extremes. Last summer they were worried about whether they could even stay in business because of of course the pandemic, and they were doing takeout, and many of these businesses, they lost like 70 and 80% because they didn't have in-room dining anymore, and that's where the vast majority of their money was coming from. It wasn't coming from takeout. Okay. So that in itself was a huge problem. So they didn't have enough customers. And this year they're worried they don't have enough workers. Many of these businesses are forced to close, and owners of the Corner Post Diner in Brick, that's in Brick, New Jersey, decided to temporarily close for 2 weeks because they couldn't find enough cooks. Wow, this is a second generation diner that got started 30 years ago. And the owner had to shut down the business briefly because she only have a skeletal crew for takeout. So she needs waitresses, more cooks, cashiers. She doesn't have everything. Another person had retired, an employee moved. Mm-mm-mm. So she had an 8 foot tall help wanted sign outside, and it barely drew any interest. People just kept right on driving past. They weren't interested. So, she's one of many businesses down by the shore, and this is a big time. Usually these restaurants do exceptionally well in the summer because you got so many people going down to the shore. They're enjoying the beach. They're in a variety of different hotels, so they do take advantage of many of the restaurants that are down there. So, and under normal circumstances, she probably would be doing very well. But now that there's a major worker shortage, that's not the case anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, the way it looks, these businesses are going to need some more financial help, or otherwise they will not make it over the next few weeks. You're going to see many more with these signs in their windows across the country. So, again, how do you bring an economy back if your workers are all in disarray? Many of them are retiring, they are quitting, they are just not interested in these low wage jobs. And unfortunately, this seems to be a big chunk of jobs in America. But y'all, please tell me what you think. This is real. This is real. It is almost like they opened up the country. They felt so optimistic, and now you just got slapped with another major, major problem. If you don't have people working, there is no way you're bringing back this economy. I don't care what the mainstream news is saying. They are the last ones you should be listening to. But y'all, tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.